Shift happens! I'm Dr. Cochin.
Dr. Matt Francorn.
Dr. Mike Price.
Dr. Matt Claggett.
Here at Coach Chiropractic, aka Chiro World, consistently voted for
Every year.
Every year-ish. Best if there's 1 year they didn't do it.
Best of Omaha.
Best of Omaha. So we thank you for choosing us. So today this is kind of his topic, Dr. Claggett's, aka the Juggler, not the Joker.
The Juggler.
The Juggler.
Wow. We got a costume.
Yes.
Oh,
Let's not answer that. Hold on.
Yes. And we will choose it. He'll be wearing it next week.
Yes.
Anyway, so what's on your mind, man?
So,
While I lean up here now.
yep, there's been a lot of discussion and some very concerning things happening lately. You know, we've been getting not a lot, but a fair number.
More than enough.
Exactly.
Too many.
Yeah.
Way too many.
Way too many patients who are being.
So I'm going to give you a disclaimer. I'm going to disclaimer before you go.
Absolutely.
We here at Coach Chiropractic, aka Chiro World, are not opposed to other health professionals. We think other health professionals serve an amazing purpose.
Yep, they do.
However, those watching this, if you know our stance, I talk about staying in your lane. So can I give you a little analogy?
Absolutely.
All right. So when you go down the road, you know, if you take your eyes off the road texting or changing the radio station, there's a good possibility you're going to get out of your lane. There's a good possibility when you get out of your lane, you might bump a curb, scuff your tire, or, you know, forbid that you swerve into another lane, run into the car and cause an accident. So when you're driving down the road in your car, stay in your lane. In chiropractic, I say stay in your lane. Do what chiropractors do. What chiropractors do great, well, those that are chiropractors that actually do chiropractic, that do stay in their lane, we're the only profession that can check and, if necessary, adjust vertebral subluxations. So with that, that's a disclaimer, and stay in your lane.
Now, I think a big important part of being a health professional is never limiting somebody's options. Is that fair to say?
Well, as a, you know, doctor do no harm.
Absolutely. And so we've been getting a fair number of people who
Too many.
Too many.
who go to other professionals for advice. And for example, have some physical therapists, some doctors.
So you're saying that person the people you're talking about, have come to you and they're getting positive results?
Yeah.
Okay.
But then they go to another professional for advice and they say, "Oh no, don't go to a chiropractor."
What?
I know.
We're fighting words.
They really are. And so it's interesting because I believe you told me about this. Like, well, have them put it in writing as to why they, as whatever kind of professional they are based on what analysis they recommend, why not going to see a chiropractor. And we've never gotten one letter, have we?
Now that is weird.
That is weird.
Why would they not put it in
Yeah.
writing?
So, you know, I've said this for 30 some years, that when they do that and then they have that person is going to another health professional, and I'll just say this, never is a very powerful word. My wife said don't ever say never, but I'm going to say never. I've never told a patient who's been getting a positive result at their medical doctor, their PT, or another doctor of chiropractic. We've had that here. There's one I remember specifically that was happy at their chiropractor, but they were going to come here because their spouse came here, and they were up front filling out the paperwork, and they were telling me that. You remember this? And it was at the other clinic, and I was like, whoa, absolutely not. As a matter of fact, it was one of my patient's mothers, and he was in yesterday. And well, this 5 weeks ago, sorry, I was recording this. I was like, whoa, stop doing the paperwork. And she goes, why? I said, you like your chiropractor? She's like, yeah. And I was like, why would you switch? She goes, well, because my son comes here, it's easier. And I said, yeah, but you may not like me. And you're getting positive results there, so why not stay there? So I could truly say, I've never, ever done that. And when a health provider does that, they're not coming out concerned for you, the patient. They're coming on their own ego, because it's all about me. And man, that's wrong when it comes to patient health. We had this conversation a couple of days ago. Never again, honey, I'm going to say it. I've never placed my ego above a patient's health. And I'll never do that. That'll never happen in this house. So,
Yeah, I think that's
I'm done rambling.
That's the big thing.
Yeah.
I think you covered it great. I mean, guys, any other
Well,
questions
obviously.
on that?
Closing? Got anything to close?
Oh, it's spot on. That we've seen way too many, and don't let this happen to you. So make
Ask them to put it in writing.
Ask them to put it in writing and send it to us because we'd love to have that letter.
Yeah.
So In this office, we have
Guess we
huge,
look
huge
for
goals, and we would love to be able to serve every single person in the Omaha community. But the four of us, that vision is bigger than the four of us. And so, limiting people to only coming to our office or saying that why would you go to another place? That's just ludicrous. It's crazy, and that's why
Sanity.
we will always do what's best for every patient that comes in this office.
See, my wife said don't ever say always, but I think we can say always in this time.
In that case,
It's a
yes.
never and always, yeah.
Hey, we'll see you next week. I gotta say, you know, we look good, right? But he looks like Mr. GQ over there. He's like, whoa, he's
Hey.
Fancy.